Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Westland Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well. Welcome to update 6.2. So we have a couple of things to go through. So we've got the achievements showcase. Earn each achievements and display them by your nickname for everyone to see. Farmer and culinary workbenches eliminated. Simplified metal parts, mains and tails upgrade. Uncommon and rare horses now sport an improved look. So obviously we're going to sort of deep dive this a little bit. While waiting for this to load up, I had to wait for this update for a couple of days. So unfortunately this sort of threw my schedule out of whack, and I hadn't been able to actually film this or record this for you guys and get this out to you. So here I am and doing it. So it's time to show off partners introducing the achievements in Westland Survival. These badges of honor aren't just for bragging, they're for proving you're the roughest, toughest cowboy around. With over 80 achievements, most of them bronze, silver and gold, you can earn rewards for various actions in your Westland adventures, from fighting and range development and to special missions completion and more. Plus, some achievements are kept as secrets until you unlock them. Completing all gold achievements within a group will earn you the prestigious platinum achievement. You can review manager achievements in the encyclopedia. It's also where you can choose which achievement you want to display to your nickname, letting other players know when they see them in game chat, leaderboards, and in town, the alliance, all that sort of good stuff. And depending on the upgrade, you can of your level you can upgrade the level of your encyclopedia. You can showcase them up to 5 achievements by your nickname. Immortalize your name in the Legends of the West. Ranch maintenance simplification. Okay, so they took out some bits and pieces and they basically made a unified process, which, look, in my opinion, is probably a good way of doing it. I think they've removed a couple of items. I think one of them was the wire, and they've basically put it all into parts as opposed to separated parts, which is good. So anyway, let's read it. So first off, the farmer and culinary workbenches eliminated. I actually like them personally. I like them because I thought they were a good addition to the game. They sort of branched the diversity in what you needed to do in terms of stepping up to making your actual foods and drinks, obviously. So I kind of like that. I don't know why they removed that in the first place, but it is what it is. I'm sure something like this may come back into the game later on, but this is why the game is not a full-blown release. There's always going to be additions, subtractions, changes, simplifications, customizations, and in difference in terms of based on feedback as well. So it's not just the developers doing it on their own merit. They also take a lot of advice from the community, and the community provides the required responses. Okay, so I feel like they've sort of looked at it from this part of the side of the game, and they thought they can simplify this process. But we'll see how that all looks in a moment. Anyway, basically they've restored all items, returned them to our inbox. So we're going to get some parts and resources and things like that. So you can collect the meat straight from the chicken coop, the cow shed, and feed the farm animals with crops which have their feed parameter increased. Food recipes no longer require secondary ingredients. So that's what I said. I liked that aspect, but that's just me. Common food recipes don't require salt or spices. Metal parts simplified. So instead of wire, plates, rivets, and nails, there is just one multi-purpose resource called fasteners. The eliminated resources were compensated with ingots. There we go. Fields management simplified. New button replant. That's actually a good option too, in regards to the garden beds. You can just basically replant straight away. So let's just go ahead and do that. That's my compensation. So it looks like I didn't get much of a compensation. I've seen a lot of people get a massive allowance of compensation. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, here we go. There's a little bit more there, but like I said, I've seen a lot of people get a lot more than what I've got. Why did I get 432 copper ingots? I am not going to use copper ingots. I've seen a lot of people get a lot of steel and alloy. I would have been happy with iron ingots, to be fair. Why did I get 432 copper ingots? That's given up at random. I know I've maxed out those benches as well, so I should have got a hell of a lot better of a compensation. Devs, I know you watch my videos. What is going on with that? Why did I get over 400 copper ingots? I know, and there's a lot of evidence on the main fan pages that people got a lot better rewards than what I just got here. Yeah, I'm not happy with that at all. But okay, it is what it is. And then we get some of this back, which is fine. And that's it. We'll check our mailbox, but I'm not going to be checking our mailbox. Okay, so we've got the replant function. So basically it just goes straight into the replant function there. So we just go harvest, and then we can go back into, can we go oats again, plant seeds? Why didn't get the option to replant? That's just weird. And that's replanting. And that's replanting. There you go. So, right. Yeah, so the workbench is gone now. So I can't actually make anything out of that. So let's quickly go over here. I just want to see if I can dump some stuff into here. Can I get in there? Thank you very much. I cannot, because I've got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so these things. So I've got a lot of these as well. Actually, I thought I had more of these in storage. 170. I could have sworn I had a lot more than that, but okay, whatever. And let us go over this way. Actually, I had the music turned off. My bad, people. I just realized after a minute or two talking into the game. Nah, there you go. Alright, so basically we can fill up all of this if we want. This is going to give 12 feed, 12 feed, 10, 5, 16, 14, and this still gives off 1,000. So yeah, I'm spewing we can't actually make that anymore. So do we not get an option to do that? Yeah, I don't know. And these are some of the revised recipes as well, as you can see. And then if we go over to the chicken coop, same situation. Just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea what this sort of looks like. So, yeah, okay. Look, I'm not interested in filling anything up today or anything like that. Can I actually interact with this real quick? And then we finally got the, what do you call it? And we've got the horse stable as well. Same situation. They don't change whatsoever. And then you've got all of that. So, excuse me. I don't know why they've, yeah. Not too sure why they've actually removed that. I don't see any sort of I didn't see a disadvantage in not having all that sort of stuff there. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I am not too sure, guys. See if I can just store most of that. I don't know if I've actually got enough space to facilitate all of this. Interesting. Yeah, I actually don't have a lot of space, to be honest, at the moment. For now, for argument's sake, I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of stuff into here. And then over here, see if we can make some of that. And pop that back into there. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all of this. I'll take it with me. Because what I want to do is I actually want to head over to the iron mine, because they did mention that the iron mine has an increase in whatchamacallit, in iron production. So yeah, we're going to head over there. Actually, I don't like that. So let us get this. There we go. And that gives me 75. That gives me 75. That gives me 40, 75, actually that gives me 150. So let's just take that along with me. And then I'm going to take a drink with me as well. There we go, so I'll use that in a moment. But yeah, so that's basically where things are at the moment. Like I said, I mean, I did enjoy having the different tables and things like that. So like I said, I'm not too sure why that was discontinued. I mean, it's something that I personally liked, if I'm being honest, which I am, as always. Yeah, we're good with armor. See, that's all gone, but they've left the ingredients table here as well. Sorry, the storage bin for the ingredients. So yeah, I just don't know why they've done that. Yeah, I'm not too sure, guys. But let's just quickly go over to the detail table here. So now you've got all of your fasteners here. So they basically just grouped them together, simplify the fact, and actually, to be fair, that it's actually a lot better. This removes complexity. This removes, the addition of making or grinding for more iron ingots and ores and things like that, because you've only got to make 2 per sacrifice. And in terms of creating certain parts and things like that, I'm sure it's going to be a lot easier and a lot more streamlined. So let's quickly go to the gun workbench, because I'm keen to see how this sort of looks now. So yeah, so you don't need plates and rivets and things like that. It's basically just the fasteners. So it doesn't look like they made too much in terms of changes here. So yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's a good move, what they've done there. Like I said, what I still don't agree with is the whole removal of the feeding system. I just, personally, it's probably something I don't really agree with, but yeah, like I said, it is what it is. Let's head over to their north, and specifically to their iron mine. And once we get that underway, I'm going to eat my food. We're obviously going to be fine whilst we're in the zone, because food mitigates everything now, which is great until they decide to change it, of course. And look, I'm not trying to be negative with how I'm perceiving the update. I'm more looking at how I enjoyed the game as the game introduced those mechanics. So I feel that I was fairly used and settled to the fact that we had to use those stations. Like I said, the iron side of things, I am actually happy that they've done the simplification for fasteners, as opposed to making iron, plates, nails, and rivets and things like that. The wire, I actually get why they removed that, because no one actually uses it unless if you're making unless if you're making barbed wire fence. That's the only reason why you'd have that as a resource in part of some recipe. So yeah, that's the only reason why I would see that would be a thing, but otherwise for everything else, you don't really need it. So I'm going to switch to this. Okay. Let's just switch back to that, because this is a faster wielding weapon. There we go. Okay, so we've got a couple of gang leaders actually, which is quite interesting, because normally they don't congregate together. Sometimes they do, I think, but I mean, yeah, that's ever so weird, but that's okay. Just want to see what was in here, if it was worth my time jumping in here. But like I said, I want to see if there's been changes to, at least I'm going to take those with me. And you know what, fair, I'll take all that with me. I want to see if there is an increased iron production in this place. One thing I still haven't seen yet, and I'm going to call it out again, where is my 30% increase to heal gathering? I've not seen it. I've gone through quite a number of runs. Oh shit, here we go. I should probably switch to that, just to do a quick blitz of these fellas before they get me. There we go. I didn't really want to use that, but that's okay. We make do. We make do. Yeah, like I said, going back to it. So, not too sure why we still haven't seen that aspect. Let me know in the comments, guys. Have you seen an increase to heals in zones? Because I'll be keen to know that. And if there is, let me know where you have actually come across that. So that way I know where to find it. Because at the moment I've done the southern zones, I've done the dry forest, I believe, and yeah, I'm not seeing a notable increase. To be fair, I think it's just the same. There hasn't really been any sort of change. Alright. Let us heal up. There we go. And I'm just going to stick you there for now. Okay, what do we got over here? We've got a thug. Mr. Thug. There we go. Actually, while we're here, I may as well try and get a few of this. So, if they're going to do increases, or I guess suggest that there's going to be more resources to come by in certain zones, excuse me, introduce buffs that allow, I guess, better gathering capabilities. So, you know, let's say for example, you find a buff where it gives you the ability to hit a chance, you know, maybe like a 50% chance of gaining more, say 2 resources. And you know, so how I'm getting 1 brown coal, there could be 2 brown coal per hit, if that makes sense. So there should be some sort of mechanic in there. I would hope that something like that can be achievable. Thought I had enough of that. Yeah, so I feel like that could be an opportunity. I'm sure that's something that can be achievable. I just think that it's something that they haven't implemented just yet. I feel like they've thought about it. I mean, I've raised it quite a number of times, so I feel like that should be looked at, because yeah, I mean, I think that'll help a lot of people. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. Let's just see if we can just turn and burn these guys quick enough. Mr. Gang Leader, you need to go, my dude. You are hammering my ability to continue on. Oh, I want that. And I want that. There we go. Thank you very much. And let's continue on. Okay, so we need dynamite to do that, which I cannot do, but that's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much the main aspects and changes to this update. So they basically just they've done away with some I guess in their eyes non-favorable things, and they've just basically either done some simplification and they've just done some immediate changes. Let's just take out Tank and Onyx we've got here. Tank, just die, thank you. Onyx, you need to have a bit of a napski. Let's just take this and this and this, and I'll take that off you. Let's take that off you. I'll take that, and we'll take that, and what else do you have? I'll take that with me as well. And I've got a whole bunch of that, which I'm not going to be bothering myself with. Okay, so let's just move that there, swap that around, and let's go to this raider here. So I've seen some people, they've had mixed, I guess, ooh, hang on, just be careful. I've had some mixed, I guess, readings of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable in terms of gathering potential in this zone. So I've seen people get the standard amount, and I've seen people get a little bit more. So I think the most that I've seen in this zone from someone in the socials was probably roughly about, let's just hit on auto mode here. Is there going to be anyone around? Hopefully not, but just a bit over 100 pieces of iron in one sitting. So like I deem that an acceptable amount for a standard run. But yeah, anything below 80, I don't deem that acceptable, and we are full. I only got 28. Oh Jesus. I only got 28. Are you serious? Wow, okay. And that's all I got. And they did say in the patch notes as well that there is iron to be had in the chromite mine as well. So I guess that helps out in that respect if you're trying to farm for chromite itself. So there's that. But yeah, that's a little bit lackluster, guys. I'm not overly convinced. I'm going to do some runs myself, continuated runs, just to see if there's been any improvement. Whether or not this is the first run at it, the first shakedown, so to speak. Possibly that could be the I don't need a breeding rooster. I got heaps. Yeah. So whether or not I have to do multiple runs in order for this to be triggered or to get more or anything like that. But that could be another thing as well. The more that you grind or the more that you visit the same zone, as an example, then there should be some sort of, resource gathering counter or limit bar, for example. The more that you visit, the more chances that you're going to get more resources. So if you don't go to those zones as often, then the said resource bar won't be as high, so therefore you only get the standard amount. But if you get to a certain quota, you might get times 1.5 or times 2 or etc, etc. That might be another option. Again, I'm just throwing out options here, suggestions to the developers in hope that that could be something that they could implement into the game, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below with your thoughts on the update. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like? Some or all or none at all that sort of stuff, and pop that into the comment section. But with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching, stopping by, checking out this one. Please leave a like, comment down below, share it if you can, and if you guys are new to the channel or not and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Again, guys, apologies that this came out late. I had to wait for the update. It is what it is, but I will catch you guys in the next one.